What's up, nerds, virgins, and chads? Welcome to another episode of Straight Up with Trader Donk. FOMO ensues. Gains occur. Today we'll jump into the market. We'll take a look at the ladder. We'll take a look at some quick news. Bitcoin, what's going on with that? A bit of a prediction. And then some altcoin juiciness. So here we go. First, we'll take a look at the ladder. What we see here is gains all along the board. Good thing to flick around and do is just quickly check what are the overperforming sectors. We've got Juno, nearly 100% in 7 days. That's a Cosmos airdrop, and that might give you a hint on what the altcoin of the day might be. Gala Games, Shiba's back. That's a great indication of the altcoin market getting a little bit frothy. XRP's back on the board. That's good to see for all those the Ripple boys rolling down. It's good to also check on the next following pages, second and third, especially to see where the category is really lying. And we see a lot of speculation, really, actually. But gaming, gaming. What's next on the third? For the 7 days, Super Farm, gaming, Sol, gaming, Moon River's on there, which is nice. So we've got some huge gainers between 50 and 80% in the top section of all of them. And the market's back, baby. We in it. So the first piece of news, and the only piece of news that I'll be sharing today, because I've got more interesting stuff to talk about than the news, because the market is pumping, is that Tezos bags a partnership with Manchester United. It's important not to sleep on these big deals with these big names on a longer term outlook, because what this does is gives an extra layer of legitimacy to the project. Imagine the drama that would ensue. A word of the day: if Tezos had a dodgy project, if Manchester United had a dodgy project on the jersey, and Tezos just fucking took everyone's money or bailed or dumped, or some sort of drama that came with that, and Manchester United would obviously done extreme due diligence to make sure that Tezos was a legitimate organization, and then proceeded from there. So on the longer news like this, on the longer term, obviously it pumps leading up and to the release by the rumor sell the news, but then after that, with the legitimate partnerships with big names like this, you can often see, not always, because there's been ones that I've seen over the years that have fizzled, but Manchester United is not just a one-off partnership. This is a multi-year sponsorship for the training kit. So this is going to be around and not going anywhere. So now we're going to jump into the Bitcoin chart, but not an ordinary Bitcoin chart. This is the CME futures Bitcoin chart, because I want to show you something interesting about gaps. CME gaps, that's a gap right there. Now some people are readers and some people are listeners, so we're going to read this together and tick both of those boxes. So the CME gap. A CME gap is created when the price of Bitcoin opens above or below the previous day's close on the CME exchange. One of the prime reasons for CME gaps creation is the fact that CME markets remain closed over the weekend and during a part of the day. Bitcoin on other spot exchanges is traded 24/7. We know that. So, however, due to institutional involvement in CME, these gaps are often filled in the logic that the spot price of Bitcoin will return to the eventual CME closing price. Now that we are all up to speed with the CME gap, here's how. Well, we will do the rest from there. We'll take over from here. So, it's almost like superstition in a way, but over the years, and many years there have been since the CME was introduced at the exact height of the 2017-2018 bull run, signaling the top, we have seen a lot of these gaps. So call it a legitimate cause for awareness, or call it voodoo magic, compare it to the full moon and the new moon if you like, but basically many believe that all the CME gaps that are created by the CME markets being closed over the weekends get filled. So we can see here, this is an important one that I circled that didn't get filled. We could see that there was a gap right here and it just got filled. They mean it got filled by the price there or even there. So it just means these gaps that are created, they will eventually be filled. That is what a lot of people believe in this space, just from being around in this space and seeing how often they really do get filled. And it is a lot. I've been watching, so you just see like gaps here and there, like this one for example. Obviously they just believe that if there is a gap that gets left behind, it will be filled in the future. And here we can see a big gap or even this one here as a big gap, and then come back down, got filled. We see a big gap here, and this is an important one because watch this, ready? Tell me that didn't get exactly filled. Tell me that didn't get exactly filled. So what we've done here now is over the last day is created a new gap. So that's something to just keep aware of, and we have a high probability of coming back and retracing within that gap, which obviously would be pretty likely really due to the parabola of the run so far. But then also there's this big gap right here that has never been filled, and that is why you'll see a lot of people expecting the price to come down to between 24 and 26k at the end of this sort of consolidation period and bear run that we're in at the moment. A lot of people are projecting a bottom at 24, 26k, and I believe that you could make a very, very good case for that to be the truth as well. So just add that one to your arsenal. CME gaps, remember them, remember what they are, and remember that there is one 40 to 41k. So don't be surprised if the price comes back down and closes, fills that gap, and then we head back up or down, either way. And now for the part that you've been waiting for, we'll flick over and have a look at some juicy altcoins. But before that, I want to show you a previous video, 2 videos ago. Won't do the last video, I'll save that for next video. But the 2 videos ago, January 28th, we did a video where we talked about a couple of high prospect altcoins. Here, the first one was FTT, looking really good with some nice bullish continuation there, and bullish divergence on the large time frames, bullish continuation on the short term frames, and looking really good on other indicators. And then we had also Matic Network with some nice bullish continuation on that as well, and then a nice symmetrical triangle. So just to flick over and have a look, because we kept those receipts. That video was released there. We've got a nice, easy, safe 27% for the viewers. And then on the FTT, that was on Matic, and then on FTT, YouTube video released a nice, juicy, easy 25%, quarter of a double on FTT, and FTT is still looking strong right there. So that's a nice one. And for today's altcoin, let's see, what do we got? Gave you a hint at the beginning. It is Atom, baby. Atom. Up and Atom. Cosmos has had some recent upgrades in its interchain security and interchain accounts, and it's looking good on the chart as well. We've seen some nice contraction here with the BBWP on a low range percentile. If we bring up the Bollinger Bands here, we can see it contracting in a juicy fashion. These are usually followed by a potentially large move, and if we see that we've been closing the 4 hour above the 21, and then also we've got some nice short term here. This is bullish continuation on this part here. So this looks good. Cosmos Atom, put that on your watch list or in your wallet. So stay tuned if you want to see more altcoins with large potential, and if you want to get this news before everybody else and stay updated with hot gem picks plus more, then consider checking out Blockchain Bulls, baby. We've got a team dedicated of NFT specialists, gaming gurus, myself, other technical analysts, all working daily to keep you updated and ahead of the crypto market. Check the link below for a free 1-month subscription. Come say g'day, and I'll see you there. Peace and love. Have a wonderful day.